had the dream of actually making it to the Harpo Studios in Chicago, but that's a difficult thing to swing sometimes. So how wonderful was it when Oprah actually came to our hometown? Last night was a very dynamic one at Scotiabank Place, and here to generously share their experience with those of you who may not have been able to attend, we have this great gang. We have authors, we have florists, we have appreciative ticket winners, and we have Dominique Levesque, who you say Oprah's been an absolute inspiration from the get-go for you.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, I've been watching her since I've been growing up. But when last night she was talking about when you look at your life and you look at the threads from the beginning and how they build up to where you are and working on your passion. I mean, I'm a bridal designer, and I started designing Barbie doll clothes when I was little, and I put them together, and I had fashion shows with my friends, and that's what I did for fun, and that's my passion still today.
She sort of spoke of you without speaking of you. She was talking about her hairstylist who used to play with his sister's Barbies, and he used to do their hair. She talked about all kinds of people who sort of ignore their passion and just pay the bills, but how they should listen to their passion. Nodding, we have Pat, who is an author, the author of...
Yeah, my book, Who Am I Now? Inspired by Oprah, because I saw her interview a woman on TV who had taken a sabbatical from her marriage. I had just walked out of my 22-year marriage after being the queen of compromise, you know, that disease to please that Oprah talks about. So now I teach women entrepreneurs how to stop compromising and make all the money they want.
Well, you said you started making your money at 57.
57 years old, I started over, took my home-based business of coaching and speaking from zero to multiple six figures.
No, and woo, and I guess the sabbatical, I've never quite heard it referred to that way before, but the sabbatical clearly really treated you well. Angèle? Yes. We had Dominique mention the threads. Oprah mentioned whispers. Someone I'm sure will touch on the whispers. But tell us what you took out of last night.
Well, there was the, you know, we've all made mistakes, and our mistakes are not covered by the media, thank goodness. But the biggest thing of all was her love poem that she reads while she pees, apparently.
Oprah was very open about her bathroom etiquette, wasn't she? She shared a great deal.
But that poem really resonated with me, and it actually made me think of my mother, who is going through a lot right now. So I came home, and the first thing I did is I posted on Facebook, and I made sure I shared it with her, and it really touched me. It's Love After Love by, I can't remember the name of the guy.
Well, you know what you're talking about is beautiful, because that was the other element that she really discussed, which was gratitude. And there's a lot of gratitude in this little quadrant of our audience right now. This is Elaine, who, well, due to Oprah and her philosophy, created your own magic here. Tell us about that. I know it's hard, you want to be modest, but please.
Well, I wouldn't call it magic, but I've grown up in Ottawa. Ottawa is my community, and one day I woke up and I realized that life is a lot more satisfying when you live for other people and not just only for yourself. And I really believe that I really have a strong affinity for young women, and I feel that a lot of women can be empowered through proper exposure to correct influences and also education. So that's the Uville Center.
That's a fabulous transition, because I can tell Elaine doesn't really want to talk about the magic she created, but Heather will. Heather is with Uville, and Uville is one of those incredible organizations. I love chatting about it. It's when mums, actually young mums like Lindsay, end up having to feel that they're going to compromise between finishing your education and raising a child, and Uville puts you in a situation where
we can do it all, and they help us so much. We can get a bunch of services that we need for ourselves and our children. We have on-site counselors, we get our education, we have wonderful people like Heather that give us the speakers that motivate us to keep going.
So how did how was Uville influenced by Oprah last night? How did Elaine work her, as I said, wave her magic wand? Heather, take it over.
Well, Elaine is one of our newest supporters, but she's already a force to be reckoned with. And she allowed us to have a connection to Oprah's team. Oprah's team gave all 50 of our students free tickets to the event.
Woo!
And then to top it all off, the phone rang again, and through Bayshore Shopping Center, Elaine was able to help us facilitate two of our students, one of them being Lindsay, to meet Oprah.
Yeah, okay. And Elaine didn't say that that was magic. She just said that that was, well, having your heart in the right place. And you actually got to pose for a photo with Oprah. You got to meet Oprah. Describe that, Lindsay.
Oh, it was amazing. I have a very similar story to Oprah, so it was. It's been almost it was a dream come true last night. To be able to have that, and it's just been such a great weekend. Yesterday, I went home, and after the high, I just crashed. I was just like, oh my goodness, that did not just happen. So it was.
So in other words, you've been overcoming adversity, and Oprah has been one of those people who sort of helped you navigate through.
Yes, and like one of the things that I think was the best was I was also a victim of sexual abuse, and I had a daughter because of it. She's going to be 7, dealing with a lot of health issues, and her saying, you know, surrender it, like letting things go. I kind of started thinking, and like, I was like, you want to know what? I need to kind of let go. Like, I have so much anger because it happened, and I have to watch my daughter suffer, and it just kind of made me realize, why am I doing it? Like, live every day to make it the best for her.
How old are you?
20.
20 years old. Okay, that's a lot of wisdom in 20 years. We want to thank you all. We're going to be back after the 12:30 news. We're going to invite Graham and Carol Ann over because they had some pretty personal contact as well. Thank you very much.